Welcome back, everyone, to Mario RPG. We have 600 some more experience points, and then we hit the max level. I wanted to tell a story, so I shall tell said story now. I am thinking about getting a new computer, which unfortunately means that I'm looking at now. Bear with me. When I say this, I don't have to do anything. Because my computer is working, my monitors are working, my mouse is working, my keyboard's working, everything's working, you know? So I don't need to get a new computer. I don't need to get a new monitor. I don't need to get a new mouse or keyboard. But I'm thinking about getting a new computer because my computer is currently 10 years old. Okay, well, get a new computer, Chris. You know, upgrade yourself a little bit. You know, figure out how much money you want to spend, and you know, upgrade yourself to the point where you're comfortable. You know, whatever that means. You know, Ryzen 7800, Intel 13 whatever, 13500, 13700, 14700, 1490, 14900. You know, whatever you're feeling, whatever your budget's feeling. You know, I'm not obviously need to break the bank. I don't need an i9 Gen 14 or 14th generation i9. You know, I don't need to but if 13 and 14th gen are basically the same thing, you know, you're gonna save some money. You know, I get the 13th gen. The 13th gen fucking i processors, at least at the i7 level, is not that big of a difference. What's the difference between an i7 13th gen and a 14th gen? Like 50 fucking bucks on Newegg. Okay, fine, you know, be patient, wait for a good deal. Maybe put your, you know, slowly but surely put your parts together over a course of, you know, a little while. But we'll figure that out. Not a big deal. But because I was thinking about a new computer, I was thinking about, well, do I keep my current monitor? I could. I mean, my monitor is getting up there. It's probably almost as old as the computer. Maybe 8-9 years old. You know, maybe a year or two younger is what I'm trying to say. You know, get maybe a new monitor. Put that one on the back burner. I'm not gonna lie. I like my monitor. It's a good size. It's not tiny, but it's not like a fucking television either. You know, I mean, I got an older TV as well. That's the other side of this, other flip of this coin. You know, you go get a new computer with a nice fat hard drive, or no, GPU is what I meant. Sorry, nice fat GPU. But then you got a TV that was designed for the 1040, you know, or 1080p, you know, 1080i, you know, and you're like, do I upgrade my TV as well? And the answer to that question is not fucking right now. If I'm gonna buy a new computer, I'm gonna go kind of balls out on the specs of the computer, so I get, you know, sort of as close as I can to an up-to-date computer without breaking my bank. And at the same time, I'm saying I can hold on to it for a while, you know, it'll still be relatively okay to use. But I have thought about all of that stuff. Like I said, the monitor, the television, I'm not changing those. Unless my TV, for some reason, decides it's going to kick the bucket tomorrow, not changing it. It's going to stay where it's at. It's going to be there. Probably, I'm talking out my ass right now. I know I am, because it is roughly the end of February as I'm recording this video. And at some point over the summer, I may, happen into a TV or monitor or something. But as of right now, at the beginning, at late February, early March, I'm not even thinking about getting a replacement monitor or replacement TV. However, I am considering getting a replacement mouse and keyboard. Now you're going to say to me, Christopher, why would you want to get a replacement mouse and keyboard? Well, again, my mouse and keyboard are roughly the age of my computer. So I actually had a scissor keyboard, you know, ones that operate on sort of a scissor with a whatever they call that, membrane, jelly membrane. And I've thought about upgrading my thing. It just so happened about 6 months, or not 6 months ago, about 3 months ago, my keyboard died on me. Partly because, you know, I've been using it a whole bunch, and partly because I think I damaged it one time when I tripped over the cord. There was a cord plugged into my computer. I tripped over it. So my current computer, one of the USB ports doesn't quite work right, which I'm gonna have to figure out if I want to replace that or not, because I'm getting rid of the computer anyways. But I'm not actually getting rid of it. I'm actually giving it to my brother, my younger brother, who I make fun of occasionally on the show. I'm gonna give it to him. You know, my computer is sort of like my last car, where it's not given me much, if any, problems at all in the 10 years I've owned it. I've done a little bit to it to make it a little bit better. I upgraded the graphics card about 4 or 5 years ago, about midway through its life cycle. Updated the graphics card because I sort of had a basic graphics card. Again, when you start, the deeper you go into this hobby, the less what I'm saying is true. I had a GPU that was probably an okay GPU at the time, and I went and got a better GPU about 5 years ago that increased my performance, and at the same time, I probably, because my CPU was not upgraded at that time, probably bottlenecked it pretty badly. I'm probably not using enough of the, you know, the CPU's probably not powerful enough for the GPU I put into it. So I'm probably losing out on it in that regard. Oh, that's where that went. I was wondering where the fuck that guy went originally. He jumped off the edge of the world. There are 6 doors. Need an explanation. Yeah. Of the 6 doors, 2 will open to action courses. You can handle lots of action, right? 2 doors will lead you to battle courses. You can fight, right? I like fighting. And 1 door, and the last 2 open into puzzle courses. No sweat for a great puzzle solver like you, right? Depends. Once you chose a course, there's no turning back. The only way to know what's behind the doors to walk through, you must pass 4 of the 6 courses to move ahead. Badger Cooper. I was actually hoping I'd run into this one first, because the battle ones, I'm at gonna be close to full or max level at this point. I'm like 270 experience points roughly off of max level. So yeah, I'm gonna fucking annihilate anything I run into now. The Fat Troopas apparently are not loyal to Bowser, but Skinny Troopas are. Because the Fat Troopas don't seem to give 2 shits about whether or not Bowser is anywhere anywhere in my party. Surprised I haven't fought any Meiji Koopas yet. Not fought Bouge. I mean, I don't know if they're actual enemies or not. Like, is there a Meiji Koopa class in this game? I mean, I don't think I've run into them, but I know that earlier when we had the Bowser lineup, we had those shelled Soldier Koopas. We had a line of Goombas. We had a line of Major Koopas, but we haven't fought Major Koopas yet. Because I'm on a brain aneurysm and I don't remember fighting them. Shy Guy. Also, of all of the fucking Koopas, in terms of their loyalty to Bowser, the Meiji Koopas are probably like one of the most loyal of the I don't know. I mean, I'm just speculating at this point. Nintendo doesn't give two shits. But, you know, you tend to fight Meiji Koopas either in or around castles, or you fight them as bosses, you know. Come on, Gino, we need to finish the game off. Let's double our coinage. Where the Yosh? Is he on the right? That one wasn't hard. Not at all, it wasn't hard. Coins. So many coins. Oh good, another hallway. Thought we were done with this, but whatever. Alright, well, I have at least 2 hallways of enemies I have to fight in order to get past this doorway. However, I did notice that these guys seem to be getting easier and not harder. Like, i.e. I'm fighting guys from the forest before the Cloud World, and now this is before even that. Really? Bankles. That's right. You know, only take 1 damage. This game was not designed for Christophers, I don't think. In terms of my like of grind. I like to grind out stuff sometimes. And I apparently have over-grinded. I've over-leveled my guys. Kinda weird. Let's say, these guys are getting easier and easier. Maybe something a little different, I think. As we're fighting a lot of guys, I'll tell a quick side story. I find it self-discipline can sometimes be one of the hardest things in this world to do. Particularly when you're talking about, you know, basic needs, you know. Like, I have learned over the years that I should not eat after, oh, I'd say about 4 hours before I'm set to go to bed. So, you know, you go to bed at, say, 12 o'clock, 4 hours, that puts you at about 8 p.m. You go to bed at 10, however, that puts you at about 6 p.m. It's kind of difficult, because 6 p.m. is close enough to dinner time that, like, you know, if you want to have like a little sneaky snack after dinner, you have to start thinking about like how much did you eat at dinner time at, you know, 4 or 5 o'clock, maybe 6 o'clock. And then you gotta go, well, how good is my belly at digesting that food? Because there's been times where I've gone out to eat and had like a sandwich and been good to like lay down and go to bed. And there have been other times where I've eaten like a steak and fucking stayed up half the night because my stomach hasn't digested it yet. But that's neither here nor there. Just digressing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I fought you guys back in the desert. Which would be pre-Monster Town. So, yeah. We're gonna start running into what's his face? Why do I want to call him Boomer? Pre-Booster enemies? Okay. I think these guys were after Booster. I think these guys were in or after the pirate ship. This should be it, I think. I think this is probably the last fight. It's the guy. Oh, well, I know what I'm doing here. 6 Shaman equals 1 Genoblast. Yeah, if I can take a very fast character and clean the board up with 1 attack, yeah, I'm gonna do it every time. Particularly if I can do this and restore my FP back to 100%. Instead of having to use 1 Royal Syrup or 2, use that. 3 FREE. Drill Claw, that's an item. That's a equipable item. Not for Geno though, apparently. It is for Bowser. That's surprising. I didn't expect it to be for Bowser. Means now I gotta be on the lookout for other people's fucking weapons. Lame. I'll have to look this up, I think, later on.
Hey, it's me, the Quizmaster, and it's a quiz time. Need explanation?
Sure.
Give you 12, count them 12 questions. If you're right, the block you're standing on moves up 1. If you blow it, you go down 2. You have 5 seconds. If you can't answer, you move down 1. Reach 8 steps within 12 questions. You got it.
Little brother. Egg. I failed.
Too bad. Long. Try again.
No, I forgot it. I already know. Where does Birdo come from? An egg. Mallow gets asked frog sage. Cricket pie. Husband name. I don't know. I don't know. Garo. Items. Smithy. Scarecrow. I don't know. Must be 7th. Red! Hates getting his picture taken. Not enough. Too bad.
Jeez. Hey, stinky poop at those.
Try a different path. This time with more fighting. 50%, 90% more fighting. 100% more fighting. Yeah, we're just gonna kind of crush through this same type of battles where we're just gonna fight a bunch of nut jobs. Are you kidding me? Of course. Of course. Of course. They all have got their weapons here except for Mario. Mallow, Gino, Bowser, Peach. They've all got weapons behind these doors. Great, 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 great. Alright, this is max level now. Really? Alright, we're gonna keep fighting these guys and then at some point I'm gonna have to... I don't know if leave is the right word, but there's some weapons I didn't pick up that need to be picked up. What are damn bloopers? They're all blooping it up. There's certain things that are in the Mario Kart series that I don't particularly care for. And it really depends. It really depends on how they're used or what they're used for. Like Thunderbolt is a great example. Thunderbolt hits anyone who's in front of the guy who uses Thunderbolt and destroys their items and makes them small. It allows people from behind them to catch up. However, depending on what game it is, this seems to be less useful than for the people behind than other games. I don't know how to explain it. Fuck it. E.